Welcome to Mrs. Moan's Math Videos. This is target number 4, working on prime and composite numbers. First thing you need to know about prime numbers, they have only two factors, and those factors will be 1 and the number itself. For example, 29 is a prime number. If you look at the factors of 29, 1 and 29 work, and nothing else goes into 29. You can think of your divisibility rules. I know it's not an even number, so 2 does not go into 29. If you think of the divisibility rule for 3, you can add up the digits. 2 plus 9 equals 11, not divisible by 3. 4 does not go into it. 5, it doesn't end in 5 or 0. It's not divisible by 6 because it only would have to be divisible by 2 and 3. 7 and 8 don't work. 9 does not work, and it does not end in a 0. So it's not divisible by 10. So the only two factors of 29 would be 1 and 29. Two factors, therefore it's a prime number. 13 is also a prime number. If you think about what the factors of 13 are, it's just 1 and 13. And you can go through the divisibility rules to check for 2, 3, 4, and so on. And then once you find out that there's only two factors, you declare that 13 is a prime number. For composite numbers have more than two factors. Sometimes we say 3 or more, but they will always have more than two factors. Two examples of composite numbers. 48, if you start thinking about the factors of 48, we always start with 1 in the number. So those are two factors, and then right away I see that 48 is an even number, so I know that 2 is also a factor of 48. Now, if you want, you can just stop right there, because if you count how many factors you've listed, there's already more than 2. So right away you know it's a composite number. But what's good practice is obviously you keep listing all the factors so you can get them. I do know that 3 goes into this. 4 plus 8 is 12. 3 times 16. And I know 4 works, and I also know that 6 works. So those are all the factors of 48. There's actually, 10 of them. So definitely a composite number. Let's go over to 25. If we can check 25's factors, there's 2 of them, and go through the divisibility rules. It's not even, so 2 does not work. 3, I notice, doesn't work because 2 plus 5 is 7, and that's not divisible by 3. 4 does not work, but I'll do 5. I know 5 times 5 works. And right away I know I count 1, 2, 3 factors, so therefore 25 is a composite number. For the following 4, you need to tell whether each number is prime or composite. And remember to use those divisibility rules to help you. So at this point, will you pause the video and then come up with your answers, and then unpause it to check to see if you got them right. So here are the answers for 1 through 4. If we look at them quickly, 81 I know is composite, basically because I use the divisibility rules and I know 2 does not work, but 3 does. Add 8 plus 1, and that equals 9. And 9 is divisible by 3. So I know right away that 81 is going to have 1 and 81 and 3 and another factor. And at this point, I might not know exactly what that is, but I know for sure that there are 1, 2, 3 factors. So definitely going to be a composite number. Number 2, 17 is prime. The only factors it has are 1 and 17. Number 3 is prime. Again, the only factors are 1 and 19. Number 4, this one always is tricky. We look at it and it's not even. It's not divisible by 5, it's not divisible by 4, but don't forget that divisibility rule of 3. Add up your digits. 3 plus 9 equals 12, and 12 is divisible by 3. So right away, I know that my factors are going to be 1 and 39, and 3, and it's actually 3 and 13. So again, there's more than 2 factors for 39. That's why it's a composite number. Just remember those divisibility rules and make sure you're getting all of your factors. Good luck with prime and composite numbers.